How to title this video. We're going to talk about fragrances with colors in the names, and do other fragrances with that same name in the color. And I don't really know how to title this. Tell you what, I'll figure it out. Y'all just meet me on the other side of this intro. We gonna get into it. I'll figure it out. I'll see you in just a second. Bloopers. What's going on, everybody? You guessed it. It is your boy Trey Sense. Listen, we got a little bit of a review, a little bit of a discussion. You know how we do it here on the channel. Listen, before I get into this video, got something I need from you. Need you to like, share, and sub if you don't mind. That's first of all. Second of all, or first of all, whichever. Thank you. Thank you. I greatly appreciate you all stopping by the channel. Listen, it means a lot to me. It really does. I appreciate the support and the love that you show your boy. All right, now with that being said, what we're going to talk about today are fragrances that have colors in their name, and is it an ongoing trend? Is there a pattern? Are there similarities? I think so with some I don't. Let's get right to it. No further ado. First of all, I got to give a shout out to my partner in crime at work, my boy, Mr. Paul. I'm always asking, he and I exchange fragrances a lot. I'm always asking him, Paul, man, what is that you're wearing? It smells good. Well, he finally brought it to me. It's a Bobman body spray, and it is Blue Surf. Since I was doing fragrances with colors in the name, I thought I would mention this one. Now, this one is not necessarily a blue fragrance. What it is a fresh, woody, aquatic. And for the $3 or $4 that you're gonna pay for this, honestly, I think it's worth it. I still wear Bobman body sprays. I have been since the 90s, however many years ago that was, 23 years ago. Been wearing Bobman body sprays. They work well for the money. I like them to do what they're supposed to. But again, big shout out to the homeboy Paul for Blue Surf. I like that one. Now, we're gonna start with black. And I have two fragrances that have black in the name that you probably haven't really paid much attention to, that I think work well. What is a black fragrance to me? Sweet, spicy, dark, mysterious, leathery, and most of them to me slightly powdery. Most of them, in my opinion, are better for the winter time. But speaking of black, I'm going to stick with Bobman, and I'm going to tell you about Bobman Black. And again, these are very inexpensive little fragrances, and I know you're probably thinking, man, I'm not going to wear no Bobman. Okay, don't. I'm telling you, these are some good fragrances. I told my boy JP about this one. I sent him a little bit. Man, that smells good. I think I had a corner left in another bottle. I sent it to him, and he was like, Trey, man. He was talking about how much he loved it, how much his wife loved it. Seriously, Bobman Black. I know you're probably thinking, it's no way. Go down to your local Dollar General, just pick up a bottle. It's $3 or $4, and you will not be disappointed. And you're gonna have yourself a sexy, powdery, easy to wear, just grab and go type of fragrance that fits the mold of just about every fragrance out there with black in the name, with the exception of probably Bulgari Black, the little hockey puck. It's totally left field and different from most black fragrances, but it does have that dark mysteriousness that you would expect from a black fragrance. But seriously, Bobman Black. Another advantage that this fragrance has, these plastic bottles. Man, you can throw this in your gym bag, you can leave it in your car. It's just a lot you can do with the fragrance that smells this good for $3. This is one of those, y'all are gonna have to listen to me now and believe me later on. Don't be too proud and don't think, well, I wear perfumes, De Marley, or I wear YSL, and there's no way I would like a Bobman fragrance. I challenge you. I challenge you. It is a challenge. The gauntlet has been thrown down. I have slapped you with the gloves. Not like a Will Smith slap, but this is a slap because I'm going to challenge you to a duel. Just pop. Seriously. Seriously, guys. If you're looking for something that's inexpensive, that again, you can leave in your car, throw in your locker or whatever, or actually just wear it because it smells good, I challenge you to try Bobman Black. I challenge you. You will like it. Really good stuff. And that is an example of a black fragrance. Another black fragrance that doesn't get a lot of love, and it falls right along in that line, that wheelhouse of black fragrances, are that scent profile that you get from most fragrances with black in the name. It's sweet, it's masculine, it's smooth, it's seductive, it's a little bit powdery, a little bit spicy. And this one is from the house of Perielis, and it is Perielis 360 Black. I could have went with Portfolio Black, which I think, oh man, it smells good. I smell that over here. That smells real good. A little bit of alcohol, and this is going to surprise you. There was a little bit more of an alcohol blast in this than it was the Bobman. Just saying, keeping it real. But they both smell good. But this is definitely falling right into that black scent profile. And the fact that it is sweet, it is spicy, a little bit woody, definitely masculine. Oh. I mean, both of these smell good. The Bobman, which I've already tossed over there, the Bobman smells good, and the 360 Black smells good as well. To me, this smells equally as good as 360 White. It smells equally as good, just in a little bit different direction. I like this fragrance. I really do. Smooth, sweet, spicy. More suited for the nighttime. I think this is one that goes fall, winter into the spring, so you got a few more weeks to wear this if you live up on the East Coast, or I don't know, parts of the West Coast where the climate is cold. If you're like most of us, down below the Mason-Dixon and then that Bible Belt in the Southeast, we got a few more days to wear it, and it'll dip cool here and there, but definitely a nice nighttime fragrance. Pick it up, give it a try. Listen to me now, believe me later on. Perielis 360 Black. I like it, man. I like it a lot. Very well done, well made fragrance for the price point. And the price point on that was about $12 to $13 back when you could find a lot of fragrances at your TJ Maxx, Ross's, Marshalls, Burlington, you know, your rack stores. Now, we're going to go into the color white. And I'm not talking about white bottle. Again, I'm talking about fragrances that have white in the name, like Lalique White, Perielis 360 White. They're on two different ends of the spectrum. They're on two different ends of the spectrum. But when I think of a white fragrance, and most white fragrances that I can think of, or that come to mind, not in white bottles, but that actually have white in the name. Again, Lalique White is one, but it's on one end of the spectrum because it is a very nice, well done citrus. Perielis 360 White is a Le Male cologne, which it's a little bit floral, you know, lavender, powdery, iris. When I think white, I think floral. So the fragrance that I have representing the color white is from The Body Shop, and it is White Musk. Now, here's the thing I like about this fragrance. That smells so good. To me, in my opinion, to my nose, it's beautiful, and it's a white fragrance, not in a purple bottle. First of all, I love the gradient design in bottles, and I love it in this one. I like the simplistic design with just the label. This, you know, Jeremy fragrance cap and atomizer. Of course, that's cheap, but I paid like $15 for this fragrance, and it came in a nice tin. But the thing I like about this fragrance, it is so relaxing. It is so relaxing. It is definitely musky. It is definitely light, and it does come off as a little bit floral. I wouldn't even hesitate to say this one could be unisex. But I like it. I like it. It just reminds me of springtime or fall when the temperatures are still hot, but it's cooling off a little bit in the evening time. You've worked all day, maybe you got off work and hit the grill up, and then you want to, take a shower and just wash off the day and hit the recliner, watch some basketball or some spring football or some football, whatever you're watching. This is one that I think goes perfect with that occasion. It just has a chill vibe. It doesn't come across as you're trying too hard. It's not ambroxany. It's not leathery. It's not boozy. It's just clean. Almost like you have on really clean laundry or really fresh linen. That sort of vibe. Almost like you're at a really, really exclusive hotel, and that smell of soap or that smell of clean when you walk into the room. That's what this reminds me of. Just a nice, clean, fresh, but not citrusy type of scent. Just clean. Easy to wear. Easy to like. Nobody's going to tell you that you smell bad with this on. And again, I think this one could easily be unisex. White Musk. And it says clearly on the label for men, but I do think this is one that a woman could wear. Representing the color white, the Body Shop White Musk. Now we're gonna venture off into the world of red. And the fragrance I have representing red is from the house of Dunhill, and it is Desire Red. When I think red fragrances, I think bright, like Sculpture, or Jupe, or Polo Red. And I could have put all of those on this list, but you know all of those and you've heard all of those names. Some of you may not have heard of Dunhill Desire Red, or you may have seen it and just not paid it any attention. Now this one to me is a very light version of Jupe. It's a little bit more wearable, but it's got this playful, fruity nuance to it. And this bright red bottle actually fits this fragrance really, really well. It's just got this brightness about it. It does remind me a little bit of Jupe Iced. It does remind me a little bit of the original Jupe. It does remind me a little bit of original Santal and Mont Blanc Individual. It reminds me of those fragrances as well. But this one actually has red in the name, so that's what I went with. And to me, red is very fitting. Again, a bright, playful, good smelling fragrance. That's what I pick up on. A little bit fruity. I'm not sure what fruit, but again, this is one of those. It's not an ambroxan bomb. It's not leathery. It's not boozy. It's just a bright, uplifting, fruity type of vibe. So red fits this well. I could have put Perielis Spirited in there. I could have put Polo Red Extreme, which is my favorite, Polo Red Intense. Those are all red type fragrances as well. They just have that brightness, you know what I mean? You ever smelled the fragrance and just thought, that's bright and fruity? Dunhill Desire Red, and that's the vibe I pick up on from red fragrances. Let's go blue, or if you fancy, blue. But in this case, it's actually blue because it's got an E on the end. It's B-O-U-E. And it's from the house of Jimmy Choo. And it is Jimmy Choo Man Blue. And I sprayed this one on earlier. I'm going to give myself just a little spritz of it again here. Hit the post point. Great atomizer from this fragrance. Now, this little sucker is a compliment getter. I've told this story many times. I wore this to the gas station. To a gas station. One time I said the gas station, like y'all know what it said, which one I'm talking about, you know, the gas station. I wore this in a gas station, and let me tell you something, Thelma and Louise about came unglued in there. What that woman tell me? I smell delicious. I don't think I've ever been told I smelled delicious before, and the look on her face was like, you know. Anyway, never mind. Jimmy Choo Man Blue. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Does it smell good? Yes. Now, here's where, with the exception, as I gaze at my collection, with the exception of John Varvatos Artisan Blue, most blue fragrances smell alike. They have that ambroxany, whether it's, let me see if I can spot one in my collection, whether it's Invictus, Bleu de Chanel. Now, I'm not comparing Invictus and Bleu de Chanel, but they do have that vibe. You know what I mean? They do have that vibe. All of them have the same vibe. And this has a Bleu de Chanel vibe. I'm not saying it's a clone of Bleu de Chanel, but I'm saying it has that same vibe. Bleu de Chanel, the EDT, not the Parfum or the EDP, just the EDT. What else? What else do I have blue? Now, again, the Artisan Blue is different. The Aqua Senziale Blue, it's in that house too, and I think it's ambroxan that gives it that blue vibe, that blue note. And some of these right behind me, the Abercrombie and Fitch, the First Instinct line. A lot of those have that same blue type of vibe to it, but representing the color blue, Jimmy Choo Man Blue. I almost called it ice. But again, very mass appealing, very good smelling, very smooth, very seductive. I think Jimmy Choo did a really, really good job with this fragrance. And this is one you guys need to pick up if you do not have it in your collection and you are fragrance hunting and just looking for something to pick up that's blue that you can wear pretty much year round. About like Bleu de Chanel and EDT. I think it's better in the summer, the spring and summer, but that's one you can wear year round. That's why I like Bleu de Chanel. That's why it's one of my favorite fragrances, because it's just so versatile. Well, this one is equally as versatile to me and a lot less expensive. It just smells good. It may even be just a tad bit more masculine than Chanel, and that's not something that you're gonna say often, especially coming from Jimmy Choo, because these fragrances are not known to be the best performers, but still. A nice blue, mass appealing fragrance, and this represents the blue family well because it fits right there on the mold, on the cups of all blue fragrances. Jimmy Choo Man Blue, representing the blue gang. Okay, this next one, you don't find many fragrances with this color in the name, but I happen to have two, and they're both from the house of Perielis, but I went with this one, and it is Portfolio Green. I went with this one because to me, it represents the green type of scent. What do I think about when I think about green? Dolce Gabbana Per Homme, or Cartier's Roadster. They're green. And this is a pretty good dupe or pretty good clone of Dolce Gabbana Per Homme. It's just got that fresh, green, grassy, but at the same time, regal type of scent. I've been wearing this one for a long time. It was cheap when I first started wearing it, but I'm not sure if it's still in production or how easy it is to get your hands on it. I used to see it all the time at TJ Maxx. Perielis Portfolio Green. And what this is a green, spicy, not necessarily a fougere. Atomizer sucks on this fragrance. I mean, it is, which is probably why they went away from this bottle. It does suck. Man, it took me back to like 2002. That smelled really good. 2003, 4, 5. It just smells good. Again, if you see this online, you may want to pick it up. I haven't seen it out in the rag stores in a while, but again, COVID really changed the rag stores. So nonetheless, Perielis Portfolio Green, nice, sweet, spicy green. And that's what I think of when I think of fragrances with green in the name. And this is Perielis Portfolio Green. And I could have went with Perielis 360 Green, but to me, it's not as green as this, or OG Polo Green. But it's more to me of a fougere than it is a green, which I know plants are green, but still. This has more of that green vibe and that green energy to me. Perielis Portfolio Green. Last but not least, we're gonna get you two here. And I put these two in here. I don't know why I grabbed two on this one, because I guess I don't know. Representing the colors, the color gray, we have Dolce & Gabbana, the one gray, and Mercedes-Benz gray. I think because these two are very, very similar was the reason that I put them both in there. What does gray smell like? To me, this fragrance right here is a perfect summertime date night fragrance because it's got a regal sophistication to it. Almost like it wants to go metallic, but then it doesn't. But then it becomes like this dressed up citrus fragrance. No, not like Bulgari Tiger. I know, not like YSL's Tuxedo. Just think a more dressed down, but yet still really good smelling, slightly citrus, but grown man type of fragrance. And that's what you get with Dolce, with Dolce Gray. Dolce the one gray. I'm trying to find a spot to put this on skin as I'm smelling good over here, but I'm running out of places to spray. I think I can hit it right there. This is one I'm going to definitely have to get on my skin more this summer because it just smells too good not to wear. And yeah, I could have put gray flannel in there, but I don't really like gray flannel. I like Eau de Gray flannel, so I could have put that one in there, but it doesn't really have that gray scent profile. And what do I think of when the gray scent profile? It's just a well-made citrus. That's what I think about when I think gray, a dressed up citrus. That smells really good. Dolce & Gabbana, the one gray. Last but not least, a little bit more playful, but still fruity and dressed up citrus. It's Mercedes-Benz gray. A man gray. This is one, guys. People are snoring on this one. I'm talking about they sleep, face stuck to the pillow. Saying broom on them. Oh man. Yo, that's dope. Oh, this is good. It's good. It's dope. And it is dope. It is dope. For the $19 I paid for this fragrance, I am very, very pleased. And it is a Mercedes-Benz fragrance, guys. So, you know, it's got pretty decent quality on it. I think Mercedes-Benz as a fragrance house is slept on. I think it's equally as good as Bentley and way better than Ferrari and Lamborghini and all those other stuff. Really like this fragrance. Again, it's a very smooth, subtle, fruity, citrusy type of jam, and I think you guys will like it. And I think it represents, from my collection, what I've noticed about gray fragrances is they have citrus in them, like they almost want to go metallic, but they don't. And I have two fragrances with silver in the name, but again, they're on two different opposite ends of the spectrum. Dunhill silver and Quorum silver. One's a metallic citrus and the other one is a woody. Just totally different ends of the spectrum. So I just left silver off because I can't really get an idea of what scent profile silver is. In my mind, it would be metallic-y, but I only have one fragrance to compare it to so I just left it off. But gray, as the citrus is coming up through that, and something in that, the one gray is a little bit warm and masculine, a little bit more warm and masculine than this one. This one is definitely more fruity, but I wanted to talk to you about them because neither one of them get a whole lot of talk. Guys, pick this one up. Listen to your boy now. Believe me later on. Mercedes-Benz Man Gray. All right, that is it. That's all I got for you. That's all I got. I didn't even count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 of them. Look at there. The number of completion. 7 fragrances in my collection with color in the name title. I guess that's what we're gonna go with. Listen, I've got to get off of here, edit this video, get you a thumbnail so I can get it up so you guys can see it. I hope everybody's having themselves a great and wonderful work week. Listen, thank you all for returning to the scene of the crime. I appreciate it. Be active in the comment section as always. That's what they are there for. All comments are welcome. Now with that being said, I gotta go. I love you all. God bless you all. And until next time, guys, peace.